Hey folks, thanks for looking in. Hakes, couple of hakes. The large Ron Ransford hake and the medium one, it's about an inch. Rigger. And I've got this lovely little, I think it's number 4. I don't know, they vary from manufacturer to manufacturer, but this is a Kolinsky Sable. Beautiful little brush. I paid about £20 for 2 of these and a much larger one, a number 12. They were on sale at what was then the, what was it called? Art in Action. It was just outside Oxford on a farm. A fabulous exhibition of all different crafts. Trevor Chamberlain was, no, not Trevor Chamberlain, David Curtis was demonstrating there. It was blacksmithing, glass blowing, superb sculptures, figureheads for ships or boats, sailing boats. Oh, a marvellous array of different wonderful crafts, silk screen printing, all sorts. Okay, right. I was looking at the sky this morning. It was cloudy. It was about 7 o'clock, about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Very cloudy, or light cloud, so with a bit of what I would say is raw sienna. So my usual wash of raw sienna. So let's just go in for some clean water to start with. I always wet in wet. This is the £90 Saunders Rough. Saunders Waterford. It's a fabulous paper. And when it expands, you just reclip it and it goes perfectly flat. Got my cup of tea, of course. Alright, let's go into with this raw sienna now. Right, now I'll put in a little bit of blue, low down. And then light clouds. So I'm going to use for my clouds ultramarine. I want light clouds. I don't want heavy stuff. I can darken a couple of them. It's a bit of shadow. Okay, there's something like that. Now, don't overwork it. So there's just a bit of light shining through as the sun was coming up. So I'm going to let's move my cup of tea. Just reclip. Bit of a tug. It's pretty tough. Okay, there. I'll give it a dry with a hairdryer. No idea what I'm going to paint. We've done the sky, but you can see how easy it is to do a sky. And it really was a light colour, so we're just going to draw even lighter. Hold on, let's find my hairdryer. Right, so headphones off. Or mute your sound. Oops, just unravel it. Right, okay. Just a little reclip, there's a little bit of a lump there. Okay, look at that. Perfectly flat. Still a little bit damp up there, but that's where I want it to dry. And you can just about see those clouds. Bags of light in the sky. Maybe too much, maybe they could have been a little bit heavier, but anyway. You can really do your skies that quick. A minute and you've got a sky. You can leave it open for a couple of minutes before it'll start drying in and going a bit cauliflowery. Right, oh, this is the large Kolinsky sable. I think I'll use that. Oh, my hake's fallen on the floor, hold on. Oh, a hake has fallen. Yeah, that's my hake. I've got so many hakes now, it's like a graveyard of hakes on my desk to my right. I've got my cloth in my hand as well. Right, I'm going to use the same colour, the sky colour, a bit of ultramarine, a bit of umber. Now, holding the brush, take some of that off. Oh, be careful because this can just some distant trees. Like some heavier ones as well. Now I'm going uphill there. I've been on the bike ride this morning along the River Wandle. Cold morning, but quite beautiful colours, autumn colours coming now. Look, I'm not using the point, I'm just using the sides of the brush to catch the high spots. I'm going to add some details to that. Can make this a 3-colour tone study. Alright, we'll put in some, let that dry off a bit, do a bit of foreground. I'm going to clean that brush. So the idea of using that brush, it gives a pretty good, well, it's a bit wet there, but I can go over that when that's dry. It leaves plenty of air for the birds to fly through. If you remember that will give you some idea. Trees aren't solid, they allow birds to go through them. Of course, if they're really distant, then they won't show up at all as holes. Right, I'm sort of doing hedgerows at the moment, and I love doing them. So let's see what happens when we can get some really good darks with these two colours. Bit of rough ground. sort of hedgerows. Oh, I went into the Payne's Grey there, and I didn't mean to. Getting some really good rich darks with this umber. Oh, that contrast between the light and the darks, and I'm going to scrape some of that out, if it will scrape. Okay, let's get a card going on that. Card. Bit of card. Bit of scraping here. It does scrape out. Okay, just a rough road along there. Excuse me. Oh, tea. I'm going to change hakes, and I'm going to beef up the back now. So more blue in that mix. I'm minded of the colours, the copper colours on some of the tops of the trees this morning when we were riding through Mordenhall Park on the boardwalk on our bicycles. Remember, the Antiques Roadshow did two programmes in Mordenhall Park by the White House. So we go there once a week on our bikes. There's only three of us this morning. One died last year, sadly, old Keithy. Now I want more, try to put more blue in this to make it more distant, even though there's a nice bit of detail. Okay, I'm going to put in some bit of a wash of a bit of sienna, I think. Okay, I'm going to dry that now, and I'm going to start to beef this all up a bit if I can. I said that, didn't I? Right, okay, where's my hairdryer gone? There we go. Right, mute your sound. You can see that's perfectly flat. The buckles a little bit down the sides, but look, all that is just a bit not quite dry there. That'll flatten out. Tea. Okay, let's get my rigger. After this one, I'm going to do another oil painting. I'll do it for Patreon. Plenty of water. It's difficult trying to make them all different. It takes a while just putting all these in. Some lovely oak trees on the boardwalk, around the boardwalk. So it's just a lovely area for a London suburban park. It's just gorgeous. With a bit of ivy and stuff on that one. A lot of ivy on that one. Put in some ivy. All adds character to the trees. I'm going to put some anchorage on the along there, some bushy stuff. Oh, tree study as well. Two-tone, well, three-tone study really, isn't it? Just all takes a bit of time. Sort of calligraphy. You can do it with the hake, but got to give the rig a bit of exercise. Okay, well we've done enough of them. Right, I'll go along that horizon with a bit of dark. This will stand for some sort of bushy undergrowth. Bit of water. Got to get the water right, and remember, if you're struggling with the hake, you don't need much pressure. It's just a sort of a dancing brush. Right, we should put a bit of shadowy stuff in here. Right, okay, that'll do. Right, now we're going to go in with some trees to centre everything. So back with the, I'm going to start with the hake. So same colours, just blue and brown. Bit of water on there, otherwise it won't get over the high spots of the paper. I'd have to use the rigger for this. No, I'm not going to use the rigger. Okay, we can add some nice leafage to that. Now what we've got to be careful of is balance, but not one-sided. In other words, with the tree going, or the water that goes on here is going to be subdominant to that, or subordinate to this. This is my main tree. But we don't, what you don't want to do is two similar ones. Because your eye will fit between the two, and you won't know where you are as a viewer. And also it has the effect of focusing into there. And there's nothing in there, there's nothing to focus on really, but I haven't used so much burnt umber for a long time. It's good to do tone studies because it's self-explanatory. It's to sort out the lights and the darks. It's all contrast. Well, just some rough stuff. Okay, then we're going to do some stipple on that. With my stipply brushes. Okay, right, let's do something the other side, so let's just... Use up some paint here. Alright, we can have a... If I can find the brush, oh here we are. We can put a bit of a fencing. Right, now, when you're doing fences, don't put everything in. Just a hint. Right, get some of them joined up. Just put some bits of grass around the bottom of that. Okay, right now, probably would have been better without that fence, but never mind. Oh, just going to finish my tea, bear with me. Ah, it's gone cold. Right, now I'm going to use one of my stipple brushes, my cheapo ones. There. Got some more dark in there. More shadowy leaves. Okay, now we'll do some on the other side. Well, there we are. Clean that brush. And we'll put a bird in. Right, we'll put that in a mount and we'll have a look, see what we've done. So I hope some of you considered coming and joining me on Patreon. Not compulsory, of course. But for $4 a month, $1 a week, you can see 400 videos. Got to be the bargain of the year. Anyway, mount. And I'll get on with an oil painting. Right, I just right, I'll just come back and raise up so you can see the whole painting in its mount. Oh, there we are. Hope you enjoyed that. It's very simple, just a raw sienna wash and burnt umber and ultramarine. I could just put a few more twigs in there, dark twigs. Okay, no more. No when to stop. See you soon, folks. Bye bye.